What's going on? Welcome back to Real World Tool Reviews. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. The sun is shining. I've been doing yard work and working on the cars. And we're just going to have us a good old-fashioned tool haul and a little bit of a shop update. I haven't done like when I used to do shop update videos sometimes. And it's been a while since I've done that. So we're going to start with a little tool haul. Not much today. I did get some viewer suggested items, which I will talk about here in just a second. But I went to my same favorite lady that half my tool hauls come, seems like, from this lady. And she has a little place where she does estate sales and sells, stuff from estate sales. And she's just great. I've become a friend with her, and she'll let me know when she's got stuff. And I've gotten a lot of great stuff from her. So I picked this stuff up for the contents of this bag is $15, which is actually kind of steep for what I got, but she just wasn't budging today. But then I paid $10 for another item that I'll show you that made it all much, much more worth it. But this was actually my favorite find of the whole day. Now, to some people, it might just be stupid. I don't know. But this is a good old made in USA Stanley square, and it's still. I mean, I made sure that it's straight and it's square still. And these old ones, they can be tough to read, but I'm not really going to use this for measurements. I'm going to throw this in my truck, and this will be just a grab and mark a board. It's 10 inches, so cutting 2x10s, whatever. I don't usually cut anything more than 2x10s. If very rarely. I mean, that I'll be working with like a 2x12 for something. But this will really just be a great kind of. I mean, I use my speed square all the time for that. I got speed squares everywhere. But this square is almost like maybe better for marking boards. And it goes all the way to 10 inches, so I don't have to get my big speed square out if I don't. Sometimes I like to use the square as a guide to cut a straight line or something, and this would just be perfect. I don't know. I love this old Stanley stuff. They're old utility knives that have the Stanley on them, and they just made some amazing woodworking tools back in the day. Stanley is not what it used to be. It used to be a top-of-the-line woodworkers tool brand, and it has morphed over time to a Chinese junk brand, which is sad, but you can still get the old Stanley stuff if you know where to look. So, and then another measuring tool. This is a Starrett brand, which I always look for Starrett stuff. It's in pretty bad shape. It needs to be cleaned up. I don't know if I can really save it, but it's a little micrometer. I like to just look for these Starrett machining tools, machinist tools. I have sold some Starrett stuff successfully over the years, and this micrometer, I don't really use micrometers, but it'd be nice to have one in the shop, I guess, maybe someday. I mean, I'm no machinist or anything, but this Starrett is top of the line stuff, and I threw it in there because somebody ought to have it and appreciate it. If nothing, it's just kind of fun to play with and look at, and maybe I can clean it up and sell it. I mean, and maybe get $20 for it at least. And then here's the other Stanley utility knife. I love these utility knives. They're better than the utility knives you buy nowadays. This one is not that old. It's a true USA one. The new ones now are USA made with global materials, but I love these ones because they're smooth and they slide into a tool pouch or a tool bag very well, and I just like to have them in all kinds of places. And this one, I'm happy to have it. I'm pretty much kind of looking for these all the time and switching because I'm a guy that keeps utility knives everywhere, and I basically either go with these now because I find them, the nice smooth ones. This is a newer version, but I like the older kind of shinier smooth ones. Or I have the fixed blade ones. Like on my bench, I keep this fixed blade one in this sheath. I love a fixed blade. I love this Craftsman fixed blade. This is really a nice feel in the hand too. But the fixed blade is my favorite. But you need a sheath for that, really, or at least I like to keep a sheath for them. But if it's in a tool pouch, like my little tape measure pouch and stuff, I've got one of these, and I'll throw this in a tool bag, and it'll be perfect. And look, I mean, it's brand new. I don't think this thing's ever been used. Brand new, so paid $1 for that. And then I don't think this is even a USA made chisel, but it is a sharp chisel in good shape. And I actually just really like this handle. I like this Craftsman, the look of this Craftsman chisel. And I will use this chisel somewhere. And, you know, I just like these old chisels. I don't know. There's something about them just reminds me of, I don't know, simpler times. But this is a solid chisel right here. It might be made in China. I don't know. But I just liked it. And then I just cannot say no to the Lectrolites. So these are Lectrolite raised panel wrenches. SK bought this, and I have some that say SK Lectrolite, but these were in good shape, and they're just great little raised panel wrenches. And the real reason I got them is because I always have to take the screws out of this thing to show you guys. I've been looking for a 3/4 for a while. Take them all the way out. Should have been better prepared for this video. I keep this wrench holder mounted on the wall in the shop, and I put good condition raised panel made in USA wrenches. So there's a couple SK Lectrolites right there. There's a couple other SKs, and then these ones are Craftsman down here. But I've been looking for a 3/4. So there's a nice 3/4 Lectrolite to go in there. And now all I need is 15/16 and 1 inch, and I'll have a full set of raised panel made in USA wrenches, some Craftsman, some SK Lectrolite, some just Lectrolite. But the important thing is that they're all in good condition. And I was thinking maybe when I get it to the 1 inch and the 15/16, when I get this full set, I might give this away for a giveaway on the channel, because, you know, those of you that like these old tools might like to have this full set of nice raised panel wrenches. So anyway, so I got the 3/4 one because I knew I needed it for this set, and then I got a 9/16 and a 5/8, which, you know, I don't need more 5/16 or 9/16 or 5/8 wrenches, but you know what? I got them, and I love the Lectrolites. It's hard for me to turn down certain wrenches. Proto and SK, it's hard for me to walk away from a Proto or an SK wrench. So anyway, that's what I got for $15. That's just the tools that I got for $15. You know, a little bit of a, I don't know, kind of a steep price for her. Usually she cuts me better deals than that. But for $10 more, I ended up picking up this right here, which I was already going to buy, because right above this shop, my neighbors have a tree that they don't trim, and big limbs are just leaning all over my shop right now from their yard. And I was going to buy one anyway. But this one, it all works great. The cutter, I just need to oil it up, and this thing will be able to cut all those limbs. And then this saw, this pole saw, is in really good shape, and the string's good on it, and this thing extends out a long way. And I paid $10 for this, and a brand new one costs a lot more than that. And this one is actually a made in the USA, kind of older and nice one. Snap cut Timberline, Seymour Smith and Son. I'll probably clean that up and see what it says just for fun, but that tool is just going to be used in my yard today after I get done making this video. So $25 in total. I think I scored pretty good. I mean, I saved a bunch of money on that pole saw, and that one is a really nice one. So I was happy to support my favorite tool lady and get some stuff I needed. Save some money for me, make some money for her. Everybody wins. That's what I love. So, and the next part of the tool haul is going to be this right here. We talked about this in the comments on my last video about tool handles, the Tool Handle Hall of Fame. And the Estwing hammer showed up in that video as my favorite hammer handle. I love the rubber grip on that handle. And somebody said they make demolition screwdrivers, Estwing does, with that same handle. And we talked about it in the comments and stuff, and I was like, shit, that sounds awesome. I would love to have screwdrivers that have that handle. I love this handle. And somebody else commented and said, oh, well, you can get them on Lowe's website right now for like $8. And they were like $8. And I ordered them, and I picked them up at the store. And it was awesome. These screwdrivers are really, really nice for $8. Now, I will say, like a dummy, I left my Estwing hammers in the truck. That's where they live. But these handles are not quite the same as that awesome Estwing handle. It's just not quite the same. It's still nice, but it's not as nice as the made in the USA Estwing hammer handles. But it is kind of a nice, not too sticky rubber material, and it's got these nice little dimples, which I actually really like for some reason about that handle. It's good. It's close enough to where I like it. And the other thing that I love about these is the tri-lobe design, which I just love a tri-lobe. Like, I love this tri-lobe Stanley. I keep this flathead on my workbench just because I like the tri-lobe. It just fits well, and you can use it easily as a screwdriver. It's a good design for a screwdriver. So I like that these are the tri-lobe, and I really like this Phillips head. It really holds a screw good. These ones are magnetic, which my DeWalt ones that we talk about all the time, they were in my last video too. I should have got them too, but my DeWalt ones, they have great handles. I love them, but the tip on the Phillips especially is not as good as this one. This is a nice black oxide coated Phillips, and it's magnetic. So, I mean, like we always do this test where we shake around the screw. This one, you know, it can hang like that. I even did. Let's see if I can do it in the video. Oh, it didn't stay. I was doing this. I was flipping it with the screw still on it, and it was staying on there when I was messing with these earlier. Look at that. Pretty nice. So this is actually a very, very good fitting Phillips, magnetic Phillips, long Phillips. So this one, I think I might actually throw in my truck and start using a good bit. This is going to be my go-to kind of long Phillips whenever I need to get up on a screw up under a sink to put in like a kitchen faucet, or, you know, any type of long, working on the truck, any type of long Phillips needs. This might be the one that I use for a while. I've been kind of missing a good long Phillips for screwdriving. That DeWalt one's great, but I don't know. I think I might like this one better. So, and this one's magnetic too. But these are just cool, and for $8, I mean, that's a steal from Lowe's. So, if you are interested, go get you or order. You have to order it shipped to store, but very reasonably priced for about $4 a piece. These are really good screwdrivers, really nice screwdrivers. So, thank you to the person that suggested them. You know, if you're a fan of Estwing, good option. Now they are made in Taiwan. I will say these are made in Taiwan. They're not made in the USA, but they're still very, very nice. So that's the last part of the tool haul. And now that we're done with the tool haul, I'll just give you a little bit of an update. So I'm looking to restructure kind of the way that I put out videos. Like, as y'all know, I've mentioned in some previous videos, I now have a new son who has been born into the world, and he's the man. I'm loving having a kid. He's about a month old. But any of you who have kids know that it commands an extraordinary amount of your time. I'm already working, and I work side jobs, and I'm busy all the time, and now I got this baby at home, and man, my time is really in high demand these days. So I have really been committed to coming out here and making videos. And I think the best thing for me to do moving forward anyway, just as a structure for how I release stuff, I used to always have Saturday and Sunday. I always put stuff out, and then I tried to put another one out in the middle of the week. You know, I've always tried to keep on top of the uploads because I just like to keep you guys coming back. You know, engaging with the subscribers. You know, you guys are just the best. Like I said in some of the other videos, you guys are the best subscribers in the world. I just love this YouTube channel. I don't ever get nasty people in the comments hardly, or anything weird going on. You guys are just the coolest, and so I want to make sure that I'm doing right by y'all. So what I'm going to do is introduce a new series. I'm still going to come out with at least one video every weekend on Sundays. That's definitely the goal. And then going forward, I'm going to introduce a new series. It's going to come out in the middle of the week, and I'm going to shoot for it to come out on Wednesdays every week on a Wednesday. I'm going to be coming out with a series called the WTF. And what it's going to be, it's going to stand for the Weekly Tool Focus. And it's just going to cover one tool each week. I'm going to talk about one tool, and this week, the first one ever is going to be the Channellock Speed Grip. People have been anticipating my review of these tools since I got them, and I've been using them. And the goal of the WTF is I'm only going to talk about tools that I've been using a bunch and that I can speak to. You know, like I wouldn't do one this week on these S-Swing screwdrivers because I haven't used them yet. They're brand new. But I got plenty of tools. Y'all know that I use my tools every day, and I've got plenty that I'm very qualified to speak on, and that's why I'm going to do just a review of a tool, or type of tool or whatever. I'm going to try to stick to like one tool or one group of tools every Wednesday. And so if you're wondering, if you need some information about a tool, you're thinking about buying something or whatever, you can request a WTF on it, and maybe I'll do one. So anyway, the Weekly Tool Focus is going to be a new thing that I'm doing, and that'll be the next one. The next video that comes out will be this Wednesday. Channellock Speed Grips. And I don't want to give anything away necessarily, but let's just say I'm unimpressed. I hate for the first one to be negative, but it's going to be. So anyway, that's what's going on around the shop, and I think we did pretty good today with these few things here that we got. My favorite thing of the day is, believe it or not, this square. I'm very pleased with this. Just a really cool square. It goes right along with some of my other cool squares that I found. Like, I love this bluegrass one. I love a little combination square like this. But this big square is going to be perfect for marking boards and using as a saw guide or whatever. So anyway, get out and enjoy the beautiful weather, and go out and fix something if you can. Thanks for watching.